Hello, everyone. It's Ingrid here. I just wanted to say that it feels great to see Bernie Sanders and Ocasio, AOC, going across the country speaking to the American people. Because this is the way we need to do it. We have to speak to the American people. Because right now, we are here trying to save our constitutional democratic republic. Guys, we are here. All this thing about the constitutional crisis, it has been a constitutional crisis since 2020. January 6, 2021, Trump incited an insurrection or rebellion, whatever you want to call it. He incited something to get his people all worked up, killed people, destroyed property to overturn our government, like what banana republic countries do around here. Okay? This is how banana republics act. First time in my entire life in the United States of America, 55 years, I had to watch on January 6th, the day that I celebrate my citizenship that I got in 1989 on January 6th, to watch Americans destroying our capital. That was sickening. That was horrible. That was hateful. That was everything that could come to mind. I could not believe that Americans did that. So yes, Bernie Sanders, you guys are out there. Please wake up this bunch of folks, because I don't know. I really don't know. We have to realize that right now, 14.3 is our saving grace. And I'm going to keep saying it until everybody feels it, smells it, hears it, is in the Constitution. So now I'm telling you guys, I took an oath to defend. Well, really, I took the oath that I took to become a citizen, which, by the way, it was by choice. I chose to be an American citizen. That was my choice. I wasn't forced to. I wasn't coerced to. I was a citizen of Venezuela. I had my green card. I was able to go back and forth. Everything was fine. Owned my apartment, had a car, had a bank account. I didn't have to become an American citizen to enjoy the benefits of America. I paid taxes, and I enjoyed everything another American could do. The only thing I couldn't do is able to vote. And I love to travel, so I hated standing on lines coming back to America. But other than that, it's a choice. And as a choice, I'm here to tell you guys that I am putting myself out there, fighting for what I believe is right in this country. We are the land of the free and the home of the brave. And what makes us free is the bravery that our Constitution protects all of us. All of us. Any migrant, anybody that has stepped on this soil, the Constitution protects. Yes, there are certain laws that they don't have rights to, but civil rights, human rights, people rights, breathing, whatever, rights, those rights that we all cherish because it's ours to have, the free will. We have to know we have to fight for that, baby. That shit doesn't, this is it. We fought for freedom. And I'm saying we collectively, we fought for freedom. Every group fought for freedom. That's what the Constitution is, a construct. It's a building. It's a foundation. And from that foundation, we are building upwards. We are not coming back. We're not going back. We are moving upwards. And we have to come to a realization that right now, this administration, which is illegitimate, because according to 14.3, Trump should not be president. He is not my president because according to 14.3, he is not our president. And I am not going to back down on that. No Supreme Court could circumvent and misinterpret and whatever. This is the problem with this, what's going on in our politics right now. Our politics right now is fake. It's totally fake. You have a party right now that's lying to the American people. And because of our laws and the freedom of speech and the freedom of this and that, yes, we need guardrails. It's fine to have freedoms, but I'm sorry, you don't have the freedom to lie to somebody, for that person to believe the lies and act upon your lies. That is not fair. That is wrong. That's inhumane. And it's not freedom of speech. And the freedom of the press, they are there to inform us. They are the ones that could sue the government to release information so we know what the hell is going on. That's what they're there for. They lie to the American people to believe bullshit. That's also wrong and should be illegal. Because you're now taking my mind, you're bamboozling me with shit. I now will act on that shit when that shit is a lie. When that shit is a lie, I am sorry, that is wrong. Wrong. We're going to compete, we could compete. You think your policies are better than my policy? Let's go at it. Let's debate it. But don't bamboozle people. And then think it's okay. We're so tired of this nonsense. Stop bamboozling people. We are all grown-ups. Can you do this? You can't do this. You can't do whatever. We are the government. We have to pay more taxes to get a little bit more. So fuck it. We pay more taxes to get a little bit more. If we know we're getting a little bit more. Because you know what happens? At the end of the day, we end up coughing it off another way. And we're not happy. When we do it collectively, we all benefit. And it runs cheaper by doing it collectively. This is the United States of America. Let's start acting like one. And the next time I hear a Republican demand that we get voter ID for voting, I want us to pass the John Lewis Voting Rights Act, and then we won't have to worry about cheating anymore. How's that? And we don't have to be talking about these IDs and all these things and people faking. Listen, people that are here that don't have documents, they don't want to vote because they don't want to get caught and be sent to jail. It's illegal to do that. And at least they know that. You talk about all these immigrants that are coming here and all the crimes, all the immigrants that are coming here, crimes. If that shit, we'll all be loaded up with a gun because it will be crazy. There are a lot of immigrants that come here. They're not all bad. Shit, we got our bad. We got a share of bad ones here. Most of the time the news is because of our shit. Those are the bad ones. Because those Latinos, no. They went through all that shit, going through the jungle and I mean, coming through the whole, they went through some shit. They don't want crimes. Yes, there can be some that are kind of crazy. And there could be some that maybe the bad actors put in there to just spoil the bunch. Because they do that too. That's the game. The pretense. The caravan is coming. Be afraid. You know, the Latinos are coming. They come and get you. Well, I'm a Latina. My mother was Latina. We didn't come to do bad things. We came for a better life. And as we do a better life, we help others. I'm always helping others. Some people don't deserve it, but you know, it's not going to stop me from helping. Some people deserve it, and I'm happy, and I'm like, you know, overflowing with joy. That's life. But we have to stay focused, guys. And I want us to start doing what AOC and Sanders are doing. That's perfect. I want to see my other representatives doing it. I want Chuck Schumer to do it. If he wants me, I could go with him whenever he's at to kind of light that fire. Hakeem Jeffries, I am ready to light that fire. Yvette Clark, I am ready to light that fire. Letitia James, I am ready to whatever court case we could get so we could get this 14.3 going. Because there's got to be a way. There's got to be a way. And the way the system is set up, We have the way. The majority of the people, grassroots, get together. 14.3 is what we want. We want to disqualify this man. And you know what? Congress is going to have to take it. And when Congress takes it, guess what? That man doesn't have the coalition behind him to be able to stay. The man is bad for our country. We have to call it like it is. The man is a traitor since 2021. We got to call it like it is. He was impeached twice. He's a convicted felon. He has an indictment still open, okay? Because when they dismissed it, it was not dismissed. It was dismissed without prejudice, which means it could be opened again. There is still the classified documents, which is ironic, today's news about the shit that, the texting. Imagine, but what do you expect from the head of the Pentagon that slide through with a 51, which means the VP had to vote, which meant 3 Republicans went on the Democratic side to deny that Pete the job. Who the hell gets a head of the Pentagon where you have all kinds of men and women serving across our country with a 51 vote? No, that's a reject. That means Trump needed to bring somebody else. That was a reject. You could only get 51 because of the VP. When it's a 50-50, time for somebody else, bring somebody else to the table because it's even keel. That should not be something to pass because he is going to be the Secretary of Defense for all Americans. And all Americans are not Republicans. All Americans are not Democrats. All Americans don't give a shit. But you know what? It's got to be somebody that is going to be in that power that will be able to take care of all Americans. And he's not doing that. Instead, he's coming with rules, removing people. If the shit works, if the shit ain't stop, if the shit is working, why are you messing with it? Why are you messing with it? We have now this president that's doing everything under the sun, doing all kinds of crazy shit. Every day is a crazy shit. My God, I would love to have Biden back. You guys said, Sleepy Joe? Sleepy Joe was getting shit done. Sleepy Joe let us sleep the night. Sleepy Joe, when he came and speak to us, we believed him. And those that didn't believe the lies the liars were telling them. Everybody says the election was free and fair. Okay. I'm not going to make a big deal about free and fair. I'm going to tell you like it is. And I'm going to come around again to my John Lewis Voting Rights Act. Our elections are not free and fair. There are states right now that are operating unconstitutionally. I'll bring out South Carolina, for example. South Carolina had a case, I believe it was the ACLU or one of them, did a case where the gerrymandering was considered racial. Alito said it wasn't racial, it was partisan. I still want to know why ACLU is not back at it again. What do you mean partisan? Partisan is not supposed to be, if anything, the Constitution is bipartisan, apolitical, because we all take the oath to that same Constitution, whether you're a Republican, whether you're a Democrat, whether you don't give a shit. Whether you're someone from other countries that decided to be a citizen from different countries, different rules, different laws, different things. It's a melting pot. It's a melting pot. That's our Constitution. That's why it protects all of us. All of us. And now we need to say, since it protects all of us, we together, collectively, demand that 14.3 is invoked. Find a way to invoke it. Because right now, this man, he's a criminal. He stole classified documents. That's still pending, guys. It hasn't even cleared the appellate court yet. That's why we haven't seen the report from Jack Smith, because there are people still pending. That's still pending. Okay? And it must be pending strong, because I haven't seen anybody trying to do any, removal and whatnot. It's And this person wants to play hardball, but we're ready to play hardball. And our hardball is owning up to our Constitution. We took an oath. We took that oath to the Constitution. At least I did. And proudly did. And meant it when I did it. I took an oath to protect and defend our Constitution, whether from foreign or domestic. That's what I took an oath. And I believe in my oath. And my oath is what I believe in. And right now, according to the Constitution I believe in, tells me in 14.3, this MF has to be removed. Everybody that aided and abetted him have already revealed who they are. They also have to be removed. And the judges who decided that they are going to, go along with the nonsense, because their job is to interpret the law according to the Constitution. Their loyalties to the Constitution is not to Trump, it's not to me, it's to the Constitution to interpret that construct and how it applies to us. And basically they gave him an out above the Constitution, and that's a no-no. So those who sided with Trump above the Constitution, sorry, you gotta go. Maybe you could reapply later on, and could reconsider you again if you turn your ways around. Right now we have traitors. 14.3 protects us. 14.3 defends us against the tyranny that's unfolding before us now. If you haven't seen it, then you guys are fucking blind. We're going to go into spaces. I listen. Sometimes I want to talk. They take so long to give me the mic. That's all right. I said, you know what? I am going to start doing my own little chit-chat, my own little rant, because all I want to do is just leave out the rant. Just be able to say what's in my thoughts and what I feel people need to be doing. Call your representative. Call your attorney generals. Let's start getting the ball rolling. Right now, Trump is being unconstitutional. Okay? Trump got away with things he shouldn't have gotten away with because nobody's above the law. Trump is getting away with something about you can't indict a sitting president, but that is not in the Constitution, so I don't give a shit who thinks he could do that. As far as I'm concerned, he can't because nobody's above the law. Trump is doing certain things about immunity nonsense, and the case got dismissed because of immunity nonsense. That's not in the Constitution. I don't give a shit what Supreme Court said it. They're going to have to show me where in the Constitution they got that to be able to say that, because nobody's above the law. When it's nobody's above the law, nobody's above the law. When there's no king, there's no king. There is so many ways. We talk about what crimes. It talks about high crimes and misdemeanors in our Constitution. It talks about high crimes and misdemeanors when you impeach. He was supposed to be impeached. The reason we are in this BS right now again is because not following the Constitution. And again, not enough people bitching. I couldn't bitch by myself. I'm going, how the hell can the Senate not convict Trump when they took an oath, the second oath to the Constitution, to honor the Constitution? So Trump is against the Constitution, and they sided with Trump. They sided with Trump. The second impeachment after they try to overthrow our government, they had even fake electors ready. They had the noose ready. They were looking for those mahogany boxes because you know what? They needed those mahogany boxes so they could stuff it with the 7 fake electors. So to pull a wool over our eyes that they won. Why would anybody that go through all that, you want to say you didn't incite the insurrection? Okay, why the 7 fake electors? Why the 20 plus attorney generals in red states going after Biden to decertify him? If you won, why? Why would you call Georgia guy Raffensperger to ask for almost 12,000 votes? Guess what? Has anybody asked how Rappersberger was going to find those votes? Did he even say to him, "How you expect me to find these votes?" Is it something that Republicans are able to do? Are they able to harvest voters? Is that what they do? Because 12,000 is a lot of ballots to fill out there. That's not easy. That's like 500, for the George versus Gore, But hey, that's interesting. How are you going to find that many votes? But he didn't realize that Biden was going to come out so strong. And then this time, he wins all swing states. I still want to know why he went to New Mexico right before. Because New Mexico was one of the swing states in 2020. And North Carolina was the one this last year. So I wondered why he right before election, he went to, maybe he was trying to come out like he won that place too, because Harris carried that. But, I don't want to say anything, bust anybody's bubbles. But as far as I'm concerned, if you manipulated 2016, which we all found out, that it was, that's what he did through the hush money trial. The hush money trial, the trial that got him on 34 counts. Imagine, 34 counts by jurors. 34 counts, each one guilty, till 34. Not one even said no question, no nothing. 34 counts of guilty plea. And then we are going to sit back and say, because he got elected, he deserves to be president? No. Some people are sleepy. Okay, people go, but it's not in the Constitution. And we don't have nothing in the Constitution. And we don't have, well, you know what? You're right. It's not in the Constitution. Common sense is not in the Constitution. But you know what's in the Constitution? 14.3. That's in the Constitution. You know what that 14.3 says? Anybody that engages in an insurrection or rebellion, okay, people who aided and abetted someone that did that, and basically, in other words, a RICO. That's the RICO that's the RICO for our Constitution, the 14.3. It covers any aspect, any paper, any lying, any saying you don't remember, any I don't recall. All those people that did all those things that are now revealing themselves to us right now. Those people, yes, those people, all of them. Judges, the judges that aided and abetted, like the judge in Florida. I don't wish ill on her, but she should not be a judge. Find another job. Go work for some crooks or something. Because you want to bring your crookery in the justice system, and I'm sorry. The man stole classified documents, and we, the people, needed to know what he did. I think that to me was the worst, because that's a national security. Talking about, treason, that is treason for me. Because here you are, you already did your nonsense, you wanted to take over our elections. And then on top of it, then you went to the other end of the spectrum where you're stealing highly classified documents, which basically put in our national security at risk. I'm sorry, that's a traitor. And you know what? And the Constitution talks about that too. So I just want to say that I am going to be doing these rants, how I feel it, how it comes out, just ranting. I just want people motivated. I want people to start organizing, mobilizing, educating, very important. Like, we're not going to let them close down the Department of Education. Fuck that. Advocating, that's right, advocating. We are educating ourselves so we could be advocates for our self-preservation in this country. The land of the free and the home of the brave. And then we are going to get into good trouble, necessary trouble, to make sure that whoever thinks that they want to be the elected officials that we put in charge of our being, they're going to have to come correct. And lying, I don't give a shit if you like him or you don't like it. Lying ain't good. Lying is not good. No matter where it comes from, lying is not good, because that lie is going to either make you do something act on something, reflect on something, that lie could cause harm to that individual because they are operating on a lie. And as long as anyone, any politician that's in office lies to you, we should have a law that when they're on the floor in our house, if they want to go on the street and lie as individuals running around lying, that's their business. But when it comes to we, the people that put you there, and you are facing the crowd, America, when you're on the floor at the Capitol, we need the truth. You tell us a lie, get the fuck out. And this is what we need. The free debate, all this kind of, yeah, when you're outside, you can free and debate all you want. When you're inside of the conglomerate of the United States of America, we expect the truth. Let the truth be told. And then this way, you guys will be really fighting for our votes instead of lying to other people, pretending you are something you are not, to get a vote. And then they want to know why their situation is so bad. So, my situation here, I am the 14.3 amplifier and proud of it. And I also want to say that when it comes to the 14.3 and the John Lewis, no, I shouldn't say that. It's a 14.3, John Lewis Voting Rights Act, and Equal Rights Amendment 28. That's the trifecta that I'm expecting to happen. And that's the trifecta I'm expecting we fight to win, because we are not going back, and getting that trifecta in place and utilize 14.3 to clean up shop. Then we move to the next. We move to the next. We have a birthday coming up, 250 years. And I want to make sure those 250 years, we have a president that we're proud of to pass the baton over. Thank you for giving me the time to chit chat. And like I said, I will do this